Welcome to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg. I'm going to be talking to you today about a brand new horror book from Tor Nightmare called Black Tide. This just was released. I just received my physical copy last week as I record this on June 9th. And story behind this one, this is the first time I've ever tried this. I've never received any ARCs from anybody before. And I saw on Instagram that Tor Nightmare was offering advanced copies for review digitally through NetGalley. So I went and signed up for NetGalley and requested the advanced copy and received it. And I just got interested reading the marketing copy for this book. It sounded to me like a lot like War of the Worlds, which I love. I love War of the Worlds. I've got a video on War of the Worlds coming up in a couple weeks. Yeah, probably June 24th. I'll put that one up. Anyway, this just had a lot of War of the Worlds vibes. And just so you know, I'm a big H.G. Wells fan, so reading the synopsis, I immediately interpreted it from that viewpoint. The book really isn't anything like War of the Worlds. I mean, there's some overall simple similarities, but ultimately, if you're looking for a modern War of the Worlds, I don't think this is really it. But it's still what got me hooked. And so I got the advanced reader copy off NetGalley, and I right away wanted to read it. I right away got into reading it, and right away fell in love with it. It's a very modern novel. Casey Jones. This is Casey Jones's first published book, but this author is a screenwriter and has done some screenwriting. I forget what productions that Casey Jones has written for, but this is the author's first published book, and I loved it. I gotta say that right up front. Yes, I'm supposed to put up reviews of this book as part of the contract with NetGalley, but if I thought it was a stinker of a book, I'd be telling you, hey, this thing sucked. I got taken in by the marketing copy, but that's not the case. I really liked this book. I got into the situation. I got into the characters. And the suspense kept rolling. The plot kept moving. Didn't bog down. I was just fascinated by the whole thing. And really, really loved it. So you probably want to know something of the plot. Well, like I say the marketing copy gave me H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds vibe, because it's about some kind of monster alien invasion of the Earth. But they don't come from Mars. They come from some other dimension or something. And they just start showing up everywhere. And they are huge, and they are extremely dangerous. They are extremely crafty hunters, though they have a certain intelligence, but not like a technological intelligence, more like the intelligence of a wild animal hunter, like a lion or something, that kind of intelligence. Though they don't look like lions, they are very monsters. If anything, they seem to be inspired by deep sea creatures. I had just finished, I was in the middle of reading The Beast when I was, not The Beast, Beast by Peter Benchley, when I started reading this. And the descriptions of the monsters, I noticed a lot of similarities to things like jellyfish and squids and things like that. So I think the author took a lot of inspiration from the ocean and from deep sea creatures, which I know at least one person that pays attention to my reviews will like. like I say, it's more of a horror story, less science fiction, less social commentary than H.G. Wells, and less more suspenseful, more modern, more suspenseful, more fast paced than anything H.G. Wells has written. And that's saying a lot because I really love H.G. Wells and like how he moves his stories forward. I don't feel his stories get bogged down much at all. And this one is even more suspenseful. If I would compare it to any other author, I would compare it to like Stephen King or Dean Koontz, who both of those authors are fairly recent discoveries for me. Dean Koontz, I've only read the one book, Intensity, so far. Stephen King, I've read a number of his books, novels, and short stories now. I don't think it reads like Stephen King wrote it, but as far as how the suspense keeps you going, keeps you involved, keeps you moving forward, definitely in this book. And definitely something that I find with Stephen King and Dean Koontz. So that's where the similarity is. But that's kind of where the similarity ends. This is its own thing, I think. I'm comparing it to a lot of things, H.G. Wells, Stephen King, Dean Koontz, but it really isn't like any of those. It is its own thing. And I think it's amazing. I think it's a great new book. I think you should go out and buy it and try it yourself and let me know what you think. I was blown away. I'm kind of new to horror. So, like I say, I've read one Dean Koontz, a few Stephen King, not much of any other horror novels. So, I'm not the expert on horror. I'm a lot more knowledgeable about science fiction. So you may read it and think it's very derivative. I don't know. I don't think you will, though. I think you'll like this. I think you'll find it a very great new voice in horror fiction. And I look forward to more by Casey Jones, like Black Tide. This was an amazing book. And I just wish I could have gotten a hardcover copy. Come on, Tor, release hardcovers. I prefer hardcover. They last longer. Sit on the shelf better. These floppy covers get all bent up so easily. And this is definitely a book that I want to add to my collection as a permanent feature of the Telltale collection. So with that, I'm going to leave you to go and try it yourself. I recommend it. I think it's a 5-star book. It really is. And so that's all I got to say about it. Like us, subscribe to us, come back for more. Tell us what you think. Tell me I'm full of crap. Give it a try first so that you know what you're talking about. And come back and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, or agree with me, or whatever you wish. But definitely come back. We have a lot more videos coming this summer. I'm getting back into the groove of things. Emily's been way too busy. For a while, I was kind of waiting for her, but she's just not, things just aren't getting any better for her. So I thought, I got to keep these videos rolling. And so I'm just forging ahead, reading on my own and doing these videos. So till next time, when I'm on a twice a week schedule now, because I got a bunch of short stories. I'm going to make Tuesdays Short Story Tuesday. And the first short story coming up is The Sentinel by Arthur C. Clarke. You'll see that next Tuesday, 6/14/2022. See you then. I'll be here. Bye.